What's up, guys? Monday, December 9th, and I want to go ahead and give you an update on the Nvidia position, as well as talk about Tesla and Lululemon. I went ahead and took profits on Tesla today, traded Lululemon, and now sitting in some drawdown on Nvidia. So trying to offset the Nvidia hold with some intraday trades. So I'll break down some of those intraday trades today and then talk about Nvidia. Nvidia still holding a very key 138 level, which leads me to continue to maintain this position. A little bit of news this morning on Nvidia about China causing a little bit of pullback. Not stressed about it as of yet, and I want to talk about why I continue to hold today. So overall, a red day for me. Want to go ahead and recap it, talk to you about why I'm still maintaining, and hopefully this update helps you and educates you, gives you an idea of what I do during some drawdown. So hope you enjoy this one. Press that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's jump right into the charts. All right, guys, so we'll start this video off with just looking at the P&L of the Nvidia trade. As of right now, sitting down around $15,000, sitting down around 7%. So overall, the drawdown is very comfortable for me right now. I'm down 7%, meaning I've had some great entries even after today's downside. The contracts are basically break even in my eyes, sitting in some December 20th, some January 17th, I believe, and then the March monthly. So being down 7% after the down day we saw today, I am very content with the current position. Obviously, I've given back about $50,000 of those unrealized profits, but I walked into this trade not looking for just a quick trade. This was something I want to maintain, I want to hold, I want to believe in. If that means I have to give back these profits and lose 10, 15, 20 grand, so be it, right? That's trading, and if I want to try to extend this trade and make $100,000, $200,000 on this trade, which is very possible if it works out, I'm going to have to risk 15, 20K. So that's sort of where I'm at right now. I wanted to go ahead and give you that update, being fully transparent with you. I was able to make $15,000 and $5,000, so about $20,000 today on some intraday scalps, offsetting some of that risk, right? And so that's sort of my game plan. Let me continue to trade on the intraday. Let me go ahead and continue to maintain Nvidia as long as it stays true to my game plan. And while I have to sit through some of that drawdown, why not take some trades and try to offset that risk? So that's what I did today. We'll talk about that Tesla, that Lulu, and then we'll talk about the Nvidia. Just wanted to give you that update there on the portfolio. So today, held Tesla over the weekend. Why did I hold it? Well, we held Tesla over the weekend with the group because of this hold above this 371, and then, of course, that break over 378.50. After seeing that on Friday, I figured this would be a very strong move to maintain, right, and something I wanted to hold over the weekend. We saw that big squeeze into Friday, saw that pre-market push. Now, why did I sell Tesla pretty much all morning? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you Tesla. I'm going to show you where I exited this position, right? I'm going to apply that. And you can see today, guys, I was selling all day. This was 9:34, 9:37, 9:39, 9:42, 10:12, and 10:36. I sold my position pretty much within the first hour of the market. I did no buying and just fully selling and profit taking that $15,000 profit. Why did I do that? Why did I want to start taking that profit? Well, you guys can see right here this major red zone above, right? The 399 to 402.60 area on Tesla. You see I have three levels there. I have three major weekly highs. And what I want to show you guys, and this is straight from the pre-market live stream. If you guys came to the live stream this morning, you heard me talk about this. So this is the weekly chart. And I'm going to go ahead and clean this up just for a second. You guys can see here on the weekly chart from the previous major highs on Tesla, right? The previous time Tesla got all the way back up into these highs. So if we zoom in here on the weekly chart, the three weekly highs I'm talking about is this weekly high, and this weekly high. This candle, and this candle. Those three candles, the highs were 402.67, 400.65, and 399. Those were the highs of those levels, of those weekly candles. Now, what I did here this morning was I went ahead and I drew all of those weekly highs out. And you can see right here, there's one, there's two, and there's three. And look at how that level, that zone, got absolutely sold into this morning. So I knew we were coming into the morning off a major gap up into triple top weekly highs. I need to be selling and taking profits. That's what we did. That's what I advised the group to do this morning. and we were able to take some very nice profits on that trade. Tesla went down the rest of the day, but here's the big but, right? What did Tesla hold? And this is actually quite interesting moving into tomorrow. Here's your Friday high before the breakout right there. Look how beautiful that hold is at 378.50. So moving forward tomorrow, we're going to look to see whether that 384 holds, whether that 378 holds, or maybe even a reclaim back over this 392. Let's see what happens there. Make sure to stay tuned to the live stream. And of course, if you're in the Discord, we'll go ahead and take a look at that. But wanted to go ahead and show you guys that mindset of taking profits this morning on Tesla. I think it was the right mindset. I think it was the smart thing to do into that weekly supply. Let's go ahead and take those profits. Now, the next trade was Lululemon, and I have this trade recorded live, and I'll go ahead and include it at the end of today's video. Why did I go ahead and long Lulu this morning off of 395, 396? Well, if we look in the short term, we can see on Friday we had a very nice hold here around that 396. We had a pre-market hold here around 396, and when we opened the market this morning, we saw a very nice push off of 396. So what I decided to do was create that risk-reward trade, stop under 396, and target 410, and then obviously look to see if I can get more of a push. Once again, I'll go ahead and pull up my orders here. You guys can see, and of course you're going to see this in the live trade, but I'll show you my orders here. Entry was at 933, and I was selling 940, 942, 948, 10 o'clock, and 10:11. This was an entry at 10, ultimate exit at 18, 19, almost a 90% profit on that Lululemon push, basically just trading off of our 396 level. Now, where does that 396 level stem from? Let me go ahead and zoom back here on the 4-hour chart. I'll show you where I found that level. If we look here to the left on Lululemon, you guys can see these previous highs here. This is back in March. If I zoom out on this 4-hour chart, you can see these previous highs here from March, right around that 396 level. And today, you can see that Lululemon is still holding above that area. So if we zoom out on this 4-hour chart, that is a very important, and that is the gap fill area for Lulu right here. You guys can see this 396. Above that, you have a gap down from earnings. So right now, Lululemon is holding above 396, these previous highs, and sitting in what I would say is a pretty interesting gap fill potential. I went ahead and I longed that today. We didn't get that much continuation after we took our profits. Our last exit today was at 10:11, which was almost high of day, which I'm very pleased with. 10:11 was my last exit, and that was right here. So very pleased with my last exit there on Lulu, taking those profits, offsetting some of the Nvidia trade. All right, guys, so the one you're probably waiting for, and that is Nvidia. Why am I still holding? What am I looking at here? Why am I staying confident for now? Let's go ahead and talk about it. Here is really the main thing that I will say. The number one reason I continue to hold is $138 per share alongside the daily 50 SMA. That is really the line in the sand for me on this trade. So looking at this Nvidia trade, the 138 spot is really the last thing that I want to see hold. Here's the hourly chart. Let's talk about it. Right here, we have major lows at 138. We have major highs at 138. We have a flip right here at 138, which created that upside move last week. Unfortunately, we have given back that move after hitting a pretty heavy supply up here at 146.50. But with this pullback, I still am interested to see if we can build some type of a longer-term sort of higher low here for that upside continuation. This was your low at 132. We had our next low around 135, and I would not be opposed to staying long if we can create a new low at 138. Now, of course, I would love for this to go straight up, right? That's what I would like to be, seeing if I'm having call options. I'd love to just have it go vertical, but I'm really looking at a bigger picture here. If I'm looking at the weekly chart, if I'm looking at the daily chart, I'm still looking for this large-term weekly flag to work out on Nvidia. So if I take a look at this, right, I'm still wanting to maintain this trade over 132, right? That's really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this break and retest long, and this is a weekly chart. So it's going to take potentially a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, right? This could take a little bit to really materialize. But I know that if I can catch this correctly, and if this can really do what I'm thinking it's going to do off 132, I mean, this could be 150, 160. This is going to be a monster trade for me. So I want to stay patient for now. We have some very clear double top highs at 132 that turned into very clear lows on the weekly chart at 132. And that makes me want to believe that this can maintain, right? I want to trust this until there is a very clear reason to think that it's going to fail. And for me, the clear reason to think that it will fail is a very aggressive fail back under 138. And today we held it, right? So if we're holding that 138 and we maintained it today the same way we maintained it here last week and maintained it here last week, I can't exit this trade yet, right? It would be nothing but an emotional and just sort of panic type of exit here. So I have to hold this. I have to stick to my game plan. 132 is really that, or that's really all the way down here. That's that major weekly low that I want to trade off of. 135 is what I opened this position off of last week. And then 138 is sort of that really important hold to create that higher low, in my opinion. So today we held that 138. We didn't get much continuation, but we definitely saw the holds come in around this 138 zone. That's good. Now, the hold is good. However, here's what concerns me moving forward. I need this to get back above 140.50. I need Nvidia to break back above this Tuesday low. I need Nvidia to bounce off this 50, reclaim that 140.50, and create what I would say is potentially another inverse head and shoulder, right? If we can get one of these right here, where we see this low, we get back above 140.50 and maintain that, that is really what I'm looking for to get confident again. So I need Nvidia to hold this 138. I need a reclaim over 140.50. If that can happen, confidence is back in, really confident, right, back in, and then I would look to either potentially add here off 140.50 and look to see if I can get that push back in the 143 and back in the 146.50. Now, tomorrow, if Nvidia fails the 50, rejects it, and we get a push back down to that 135, this is where I'm going to have to accept that the trade is not working, that I am incorrect. Let's see what happens. This is just an update video. No changes have been made to the position, sitting down around $15,000 as of now, but I really want to see out that 138 and that 50 SMA. Let's see what happens. That is the update video for you guys tonight. You saw the Tesla, you saw the Lulu, you saw the Nvidia update. I'll go ahead and pop in some live trading for you guys at the end of today's video. If you guys do enjoy it, press that like button, subscribe to the channel. Almost to that 100,000 mark, guys. Please help me out. Please help me and subscribe to the channel. If you want to trade live with me every day, link down below. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out. Ooh, Lulu's holding that 3. Okay, hold on. What a flip on the NASDAQ market right there. Jesus. Okay, hold on. Watching Lululemon here. Trying to get filled on a Lulu. Okay, I'm in a next week Lulu. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This week, Lulu 400 call. This week, Lulu 400 call. Stop underneath 396. It's that same level. I'm taking that. I'm taking that. Our exact demand level held on Lulu. I'm going to trust it. I think I'm going to take some profits. I'm up 142% on Tesla here. I think it's probably smart to take some off, guys. I'm going to take 4 of the 24 contracts off and just bring it down to 4. So I just took 4 of the 24 contracts off at 135% profit. Going to take some off just to be a little bit cautious there. Start de-risking a tad. Okay, Lulu's pushing that 410 up 24% on that scalp to start. Looking good. Guys, I'm going to take a little bit more profit on Tesla here on this squeeze above that level. Just sort of being, I think, a little bit strategic here just in case there's a fake out along the lines, right, along this move. So taking a little bit more off there, up 170%. Still in 15 contracts. Was in 24. I'm down to 15 now on this push. Yes, I'm still in Nvidia. It's holding that 138 level. I'm going to maintain that. Target's really pushing. Looking beautiful. Okay, good exits on Tesla. Starting to get a little bit heavy up here, guys. I'm not opposed to taking some profits on this move. I'm taking more off on Tesla there of 150. Good, good, good. Lulu, nice 396. Same level as Friday. We got a nice push on it this time around. The last time it was a little bit slow, but this time we got a nice push.